Hi, my name is Michael Guzwell. I'm an entrepreneurship major here at USF. I'm a junior, and this is my video for creativity and innovation.
I learned a lot about creativity through the text and related modules. I didn't realize how extensive the subject could be and how much I actually didn't know about the topic. I am excited to see where this class leads me in understanding creativity and my own unique creativeness. The movie The Creative Brain by neuroscientist David Eagleman was very interesting to me. It is so cool to me to hear other people's stories about how they are able to start a business or follow a passion and make it into a living. I really enjoyed what Bjarke Ingels said about creativity. He said that creativity is the power to imagine the world that isn't our world yet. I think that this is a great way to view creativity. Taking the world and what we know of it and molding it into something new based off of our preconceived knowledge is, to me, the idea of creativity. Because Dr. Ingman is a neuroscientist, he went into the specifics of our brain's anatomy and its fundamentality that sets us apart from other animals when it comes to being creative. He explains how the things that we see and hear collide with our memories and emotions to create complex ideas. Every new discovery we make is a blank canvas for our brain to draw on using its stored thoughts, sights, and emotions. Because of this, creativity is an ever evolving field where ideas grow and change as people make new from the old and build upon what we thought of before. Creativity is all about trying new things, and a lot of times, when you take a chance and try something that you might not have been done before or is newer to you, there can be some setbacks and failures. Thomas Edison once said that I have not failed, I have just found 10,000 ways that won't work. These problems and the approach we take towards them a lot of times lead to different outcomes. The text Creativity Rising, Creative Thinking and Creative Problem Solving in the 21st Century discusses this, and it was interesting to me how these ties into creativity and how our outlook on problems relates to solutions we come up with. This diagram represents the four types of problems that may arise. They are sorted into two categories, algorithmic and heuristic. Algorithmic problems are ones that with known ways to solve them or establish rules to lead to an answer, while heuristic have unknown solutions and require more creativity. It also categorizes them into proactive and reactive approaches. Thinking about my problems like this and what solutions it requires is interesting to me, and I believe it can help facilitate creative solutions. I never really considered myself much of a creative person. I'm not very good at art, as you'll see in a little bit, and I didn't think that I did many creative hobbies or tasks. I always considered creativity as the arts, and that, since I wasn't into the arts, that uh, much that I wasn't necessarily a creative person. But after reading the text and going through the course, I realized that I am creative in my own ways. Now ignore my bad art skills for a moment. This is my 30 circles assignment from the creative modules. While I didn't fill in all the circles in the allotted time, I like to think that I worked outside the box for a few of these. For example, the glasses were made with two circles together and took the lenses off the playing field, so to speak, and the snowman I drew took up three spaces. I also used the bottom circles to make balloons. While I may not be the most artfully gifted, that's for sure, I believe that this exercise let me express my creativity by thinking outside of the box. I realized that I use creativity frequently through my cooking. I love to cook new foods and experiment with things I haven't tried before. Being able to bring together all these separate flavors into one unique dish is something that I enjoy doing and do frequently throughout my day. I wouldn't have considered this as me showing much creativity before reading these modules. I also purchased an ice cream maker recently that I experiment with making different flavors or consistencies. My roommate is lactose intolerant, so it was exciting to have to think creatively and make an ice cream that he could enjoy that tastes as good as regular ice cream and still had the same consistency. Over the summer, I built this bar cart using leftover pallets I found outside of Lowe's that would have been discarded if not used. This is one of the ways I was able to communicate my creative self and test myself to try to do something I haven't done before. How creativity applies to my career? When I graduate from USF, I want to explore real estate and all it has to offer. This requires creativity in my renovation designs I have for houses, the ways I advertise my properties, I regulate issues with tenants, and many other ways. I am currently taking classes in real estate on top of my regular USF classes in order to learn more about this field and what I can do to get a head start. I also have a passion for starting my own business. I hope to do this along with my side business in real estate or combine the two in some way. I think this career path requires a lot of creativity because there are so many options and ways to navigate how I am going to run my business. There isn't one right way to go about it, and I feel like the more creative I am with my business design to where it sets me apart from competition, the better. Being able to do something different than other companies that offer similar services is critical to standing apart from the rest, as something that people want to go to instead of other alternatives. And I believe that the ideas and concepts that I will gain from this course will set me on the track to do just that. It's hard to pinpoint exactly what will be required since I don't know what business I'm going to be working towards in the future, but the general creative skills I believe I need are resiliency, passion, and problem solving. Being resilient is a must in owning a business because there are going to be many hurdles that get in the way of progress, and you need to be able to have the creativity to surpass these obstacles before they stop your momentum. You need to have passion for what you do. I think that this is prevalent in any career people have. If you aren't passionate about what you're doing, then why do you do it? I think that passion generates creativity. Loving what you do leads to you wanting to improve it, so owning a business that you are passionate about will lead to more creative ideas and an overall stronger business. The final creative skill I think I need is problem solving. Like resilience, there are going to be obstacles in my way that I won't be able to see. Being able to creatively problem solve these obstacles is critical to maintaining a business. Who knows? Maybe I'll be able to solve a problem in a way that is better than the status quo methods. But it all depends on having that creative spirit and skills necessary to facilitate those changes. Progress is constant motion. In order to maintain progress, you must constantly be learning and bettering yourself whenever you can. The text says this well in the quote: continuous, accelerated, and essential change requires creative thinking for both initiating change and adapting to change. To sustain progress and initiate the changes that I want requires creative thinking, which is something I can work on by constantly challenging myself to think outside the box, like with the 30 circles exercise. Being able to strengthen and constantly use my creativity is going to hone my creative skills that I learn in this class until I reach my goals. And then I will set higher goals and keep on going.